It's Jo here from jogifford.co for another A Cup of Jo little Facebook Live. I got my tea this morning and we are following on from what I was talking about yesterday, which is why creating smart workflows helps you to be even more awesome, even more brilliant. And today I've got 5 apps that help to create smart workflows, and I'll be building on that further this week to show you how you can link them all up. So do come and say hi, whether you're watching live or you're watching on the replay, and there will be a discussion in my Facebook group afterwards, along with some screencasts of how to use some of these apps that I am mentioning. So do come and say hello, whether you're watching on my profile or in the group or on the page. I'll be able to see the comments that are directly below the page video right here. I can answer, and if I missed your comments right now, then I will come and talk to you when the broadcast is over. So let's take a quick peep at the agenda. Morning, guys. So the first app that I want to mention to you guys is Evernote. Why is this not showing for me? What have I done? I've had a moment. There we go. Evernote. Evernote is a genius little piece of kit that I use for so many things, not least all the stuff that comes home from school. So my twins are now 8.5, and we get loads of stuff that's come back about, homework or art projects, etc. I just use my phone, and we often just take a photograph of some of the artwork and we store it. So, and we use that for bills, we use it for kids artwork, for party invitations, but for your work you can use it to sort of document loads of stuff as you go. So the ways which I use Evernote are to capture ideas as I sketch them out. So for example, if I'm sketching out a big, brainstorm on a, whiteboard or sticky whiteboard paper, then I will use my phone to photograph it and to pop that straight into Evernote so that I can archive stuff in there. I also use Evernote to archive my client calls and my client notes and any brainstorms that we've done on a phone call with a client. So also if I'm working, sort of longhand in my notebook, I love to kind of scroll things out, and then to make sure that I filed my ideas and my outlines somewhere, then I will photograph them on my phone and pop them into Evernote. You can also automate things to Evernote, which I'll be showing you more of that this week and how that works. But I can automate research, you can send emails to it, you can keep all sorts of stuff in Evernote. It's genius. Now I just have the personal version. The business version is awesome as well. But to be honest, if you're a small business, if there's one or two of you, working together with your empire, the personal account will do you just fine. So Evernote is brilliant for storing ideas, for storing, sort of client information, for keeping track of research. And I'll be showing you in the group exactly how I use that. Okay, so the next app is Loom. And Loom is a fantastic, easy piece of kit that helps you to record screencasts or feedback just using like a little, Chrome extension that just is right on the top of my bar here. So I use this all the time. And there's other versions of it. There's things like, Vidyard, and there's another one, I forget what it's called, but Loom is a great example of being able to quickly screencast something. Why is this useful? Okay, if you are building up a workflow, a kind of list of how things are done in your business and your organization to either hand off to people later on or to remind yourself, you can screencast using Loom, and it will save a link that you can put in. Sorry, Julie, I think I just had a moment with tech there. Yeah, Loom is super, super useful. I also use it to feedback for clients. So if, for example, in my group program, if people are sending me, blog posts, to review, if they're sending me their draft work, then I, rather than give them an email back of my feedback, I jump onto Loom and I screencast it and record it and send them the link. You can also do screencasts in things like, QuickTime if you have an Apple. That's a free app that is on most Macs, but then you have to upload it to sort of Dropbox and send a link. With Loom, you just jump straight on, do a screencast, do even a face to camera quick broadcast, and you can send it off to people. And it can also be useful to use it as a face-to-face thing. So, quite often if I'm reaching out to people or I want to message someone, rather than write a long email, I might write a short email and a really short sort of, camera to my computer, face to camera, message that explains, hi, what I'm up to, why I'm reaching out. So it's really handy for a few things. Okay. Oh, there we go. I'm having a tech fail this morning. I need to have more tea, guys. So Loom is super, super handy. And as I said, the other one is called Vidyard. And if you are building out a workflow, if you are starting to note down the steps of doing things, either so that you can hand it to your VA or somebody from Upwork or Fancy Hands, or you can just document what you do for later on, keeping a screencast recording of a step-by-step is a really great way to do that. It's a really, really handy way to do that. So, and you can add it into your Evernote, you can add it into Google Drive, you can build up a body of work with step-by-step how-tos, plus you can use it for client feedback and also for reaching out to people. So that is Loom. Awesome screenshots. Have any of you found awesome screenshot yet? Julie is saying you're bad at systems, but you need some in your life. Well, hopefully, Julie, this week I'm all about workflows and working smarter. Make sure you are in my group where we'll be having more conversations. It's killercontent.link /blueprint. In my Blow Up the Blueprint group, we're talking about how to create workflows so that you can be even more brilliant, so that you can start to hand things off, and also so that you can be in your zone of genius doing what you do best. And systems don't need to be overwhelming, guys. Systems can be simply put together. And believe me, I have a quick start personality. I'm someone who just wants to get things done, sorted, right? But as you are building your empire, as you are, getting more support, either from a team outsourced or from people around you, or even if you're briefing other people, to have some of these tools was so, so handy. So this is really important that you have some things at your disposal so you can work smarter and make the most of your time. Okay, so I have, sort of 2 children and 3 chronic illnesses and my empire, right? So I need to know how to work smart. We have to keep it real and work in the best way for us. And so I use tech to do a lot of the heavy lifting for me. So where did we get to? I was talking about awesome screenshots, right, which is another super handy app. And again, there's the Chrome extension, which fits on my Chrome bar. I'm pointing to my Chrome bar as if you guys can see it. So awesome screenshot literally takes a screenshot of whatever is, on your browser. And what is great about that is, again, so you can do, so you could record step-by-steps and how you're doing stuff. You can also annotate on these screenshots. So you can take a screenshot and you can write notes on it, you can crop things, and you can store those screenshots in Evernote, in Google Drive. Really handy way to keep information, and to also, for example, if you're doing a blog post of how to do XYZ, you can use awesome screenshots to do that and to crop out the parts that you don't need. And again, it's just easier than taking a screenshot like a print screen one and opening it up and editing it. You just do it in one hit. Right, so awesome screenshot is another really handy tool for your workflow. Okay, sweet process. I speak to more American people, I think, in the day than I do UK people. So sweet process is essentially, this is built especially for you to document your workflows. It is really, really handy. As in, it's literally a web-based app that's built for you to be able to write in step 1, screenshot. This is what I do. Step 2, here's a video. This is what I do. And you can export your workflows as PDF. You can export them as Word. You can export them as all sorts of things. And you can also store them as a link. It is a really handy piece of kit, and I'll be showing you in the group how that's used, but also you can do exactly what Sweet Process does in Evernote and in G Drive, right? So it's super handy. And if you're at the stage where you are really building out a larger team, it's a great piece of kit to have. Or if you just want to have this thing done for you that looks all pretty, that you know where to store your workflows. It's a really helpful thing to do. But let's go to my next app, which is Google Drive. Google Drive pretty much stores my entire life. Pretty much I'm Gifford in the cloud, and Google Drive is where everything is kept. It's where we keep the client work. It's where I keep my personal stuff. It's where I keep all things for my launches, for my funnels, for my videos, my blog posts. And what is brilliant about Google Drive is that it's so easy to share. It's all in one place. My team can all access it. It's a fantastically portable way to keep stuff. Now, Dropbox also is helpful for larger files and stuff like that. But, Google Drive, what I love about it is that you can access it from your phone. You can access it from any machine that you're on. So if something happens and your machine goes down, you aren't going to lose your client work or your blog post. You aren't going to lose all your stuff. I have got much more organized with my Google Drive-ness, as my lovely sort of colleague Dara will tell you. Years ago, she, my Google Drive used to scare her because it was hideously unorganized. But now we have it all in client work, and stuff is stored, by clients, and the clients have access to their own folders. We keep everything in there from my podcast so that we can have those edited and sent out. My blog posts or the transcripts from things like this Facebook Live will come back into Google Drive. So it's a real, it's a working environment. It's an ever evolving environment. And if you have your personal kind of Google email, it's free. And, we have Google Apps. That's brilliant, but it's such a handy piece of kit. And again, with Google Documents, you can be recording your step-by-steps and your how-tos using Awesome Screenshot and using Loom and things like that. You can record them within Google Documents and link them up, right? So you can use one thing to have your clients access stuff, to keep your files, and also to build out to show other people. So have any of you used any of these apps? Have you, is one or two of them part of your tech toolkit already? So as I was saying, do feel free to come into the group. It's blow up the blueprint, and you'll find it on killercontent.link /blueprint. And I'm going to be in there straight after this live, just recording some screencasts of how you can record some workflows in those apps. All right, I'll see you guys soon.